Hello, hello, everyone, and welcome to Live, Laugh, and Lovey, the virtual living room, where we recap our favorite television shows and give our POVs and unsolicited views on the shenanigans that ensues on these said shows. And this here is a Married at First Sight, episode 3,422,836 of season 14, Boston. Ah, I'm over it. Okay, well, yeah, that's how I feel, and I've been feeling like that. Anywho, well, it is the Three Musketeers. It is myself, Iva, and Lori. Hello, ladies.
Hello,
Hello.
hello.
We are down from the Browns. They had something else to do tonight, but they will return whenever we return, because that's how I'm
Oh,
feeling right now.
oh, my goodness.
Man, I'm thinking about like, should we even come back for decision day?
Oh, I mean, well, uh, yeah, right? Don't we have to do
Yeah.
like,
We have to see
you
how
know?
we panned out, right?
Yeah.
Or should we do decision day and then wait for the reunion?
Oh,
There's a
Because
thought.
oh,
I feel like there's definitely going to be some surprises or some bombs dropped during the reunion.
oh,
I
yeah.
hope so. Well, let's go ahead and get into it. These folks are coming to the conclusion that time is of the essence now, which really kills me because why would you wait until the bitter end to be like, oh, I guess I better put my best face forward to make sure that, we're giving it our last college try.
Jasmina.
Is that where we're going to start today?
No, I thought that's what you was talking about.
We can start with them. Lori, you have the floor since she was your girl once upon a time.
Well, since we, had a week off, I'll talk about episode 15.
Mm-hmm.
And what I realized, because they were going back and looking at some of the stuff like from their childhood or doing some things. And when Jasmina was reading her letter in front of her school, her high school looked like a college campus to me. And that's the only thing I kept thinking of. But I really was touched by her story, though, where her biological parents pretty much abandoned her and a teacher made a difference for her. And
Yeah.
she's paying it forward by being an education herself. So she won me back a little with that one, but I haven't, she hasn't been my girl in quite some time, especially since she's friends with, we're not even going to name her.
Oh,
Oh, God.
she who shall remain nameless.
Yes.
Right, but shall probably return at the reunion.
I hope not.
Or maybe she won't unless she gets that last paycheck, but maybe he will. Just to Chris to tell us about maybe a new girlfriend or something he's gotten, hopefully.
Chris will probably come back to the reunion versus Alyssa. She
Ooh,
probably
why you
might
say her
come
name?
in. I'm sorry. The person who's a good person. She might come in through the screen. Like,
Oh,
back
girl.
in the what's that's gonna be interesting. Can we make a prediction about that?
Stop giving her so much like shine, like she was somebody. Like I'm cracking up. They are definitely using her images or her likeness. Every commercial is, I don't this will be on TV. It's every commercial they show.
Yeah, they do show her face a lot.
They do. I'm like over that. But
Mhm.
so then on episode 15, there was some pictures of Michael when he was younger. And I like a beard on a man, especially black men. I think they could rock a beard. But I think Michael needs to shave his. looking at some of his pictures, I was like, oh, look at him. He looks really good without the beard. Maybe Jasmina will feel him a little bit more. You
Mm-mm.
know?
He's trying to keep as much hair as he can since y'all be calling him
Right.
bald. Y'all be
Right.
calling that man bald. He's
No,
trying to keep
there's
as
no
much hair as
y'all.
he
Look
has.
me.
Oh yeah, that's you.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't understand. Well, I do understand. I know that he's trying to make her feel comfortable and make her, because no means no. He doesn't want to rush her and then, push her the other way. But I'm like, can we touch like the small of her back instead of just grabbing her hand? Can we look at her when she's looking cute and walk by and, pop that little butt or something? Maybe she might be like, Michael, or she might be like, okay, no, don't do that. Now, if she goes there, then okay, we understand it. But you know, something like do a little popular, what's up? Okay, girl, or something. Jiminy crickets.
Nothing.
Walk past her, kiss her on her neck.
Nothing.
Oh, girl, he did. He on my nerves
No, he
now.
did.
And then
He
this
on my
week's
nerves.
episode, I really like, they tried some things to get a little close, like the dancing, but that was really awkward. And then I felt really bad that Michael was like trying to put it all on his shoulders that, a lot of time had passed due to him when it takes both of them. And
Right.
she just
She,
hasn't been attracted to him since she walked down the aisle. And that's unfortunate. So
Yeah, I got from their conversations. Everything is, like you said, Lori, he's talking about what he's done to try to push things along and how, well, he can only be accountable for himself. So I commend him on shedding some light on that. But there was nothing from her.
nope.
Nothing.
She she
You make me want to be a better person.
mhm.
I'm in this, I didn't know what marriage is about, but being with you, it helps me understand what it's nothing.
yeah.
She let him take all that blame
Yeah.
when he
And
was saying
nothing,
it's on me, it's on me. She was like, thank you for your accountability, girl.
yeah. Why
Girl.
can't she be a little bit more encouraging of, like, I've seen that growth and I hope you've seen growth in me too, or, something. But yeah, that when she said that, you just brought some PTSD back to me. When she said, oh, thanks for your accountability, I was just like, what?
I'm like, I wouldn't send my child to her school. I'm sorry. It's not her classroom. Like, no. Mm-mm. Because you're not gonna, are you encouraged? Like, she's not encouraged. Like you said, Lord, she's not encouraging at all. Like, I don't get it. She annoys me. You're just a pretty face. That's all you are. There is no substance to you. I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't know. I've seen some substance now, especially after the letter, but
Yeah.
I just don't. I think she should have told this man a long time ago that she didn't like him, or she should try to kiss him.
That's what I've been saying. Like, okay, if there's no attraction, why don't you try to establish something?
Hmm.
Hello? It can't always be. I mean, we would all, as a female, for those who are not like an alpha woman, but take charge a little bit, hey, slap his butt. Keep grabbing his arms because clearly she loves his arms.
When they had the football game and he took his shirt off, and who was that? Lindsay. That was like, ooh,
Lindsey.
because so I was like, oh, this is when she's supposed to walk up and go, ooh, or he's supposed to walk up to her and be like, what's up, or something, something.
Nothing. I'm telling you, Michael is that person that will tell you, take your clothes off. I'm serious. I truly
I
believe
think
that.
I think if she even tried just to, take it for a test ride,
Hmm.
she's gonna be very surprised and then all of a sudden be smitten.
I think so too. And when she was walking out the door, and he was like, "Okay, go home" or something. She was like, "Home, this is my home." I was like, "Girl, that's your roommate."
Right. I mean, and they put themselves in a friend zone. They
She.
allowed themselves. No, because even though she did put him in a friend zone,
Hmm.
he allowed himself to stay there. Like,
Well,
I'm
he's trying to think of the other stuff. He doesn't want to, he's not trying to catch no case.
man.
She has been kind of Heisman in him, so.
Right, with the handout. I don't know. I'm just like, ever since Gil came along, it's just like, okay, what do you like to do sexually? Okay, what you think? What would you like for me to do to you if we were to take it there? I need these men going forward to be vocal.
Come
Like,
on,
have
come through.
conversation about it. Like, talk about it. Like
Uh,
it. I mean, because I learned a long time ago. Look, if you grown enough to be bumping uglies, you grown enough to discuss it.
For real.
So
I'm an alpha one, but I like that take control. Oh, what you what? Okay.
we do.
Okay.
And she probably used to somebody grabbing her and snatching her and pinning her up against the wall.
Like a gill.
We keep
Mm.
going back to
I
jail.
am so excited to see him next week.
Me too.
Ah,
He
all
looks
right.
so he looks so healed.
Yes.
I
I'm
think
sure
he's
we'll get
still.
an
Still
update
doing
on
well.
him next week too. I
Yeah,
want to
but I
know
think
what's
he's
going
still
on.
healing. He's still healing.
Anything else on Michael and Jasmina?
No. I
Prediction
think she's
wise.
gonna say I don't know why she keeps giving those mixed signals about the this is my home and stuff like that. I think she gonna end up saying yes, and he gonna be like, well, you weren't fucking, so I wasn't trying to put myself in that predicament, so I'm gonna say no. But I lightweight want them to say want her to go first, because if she says yes, he gonna say yes.
Mm,
Hmm.
okay. You have our predictions there?
Do I?
What did we say for them?
I think I want to say everybody said yes on them, but I think that we changed it. So let's see. You
Okay.
said HMF no.
Oh, okay.
I said yes. Lori said no, and the Brown said yes.
Okay. All right. We're going to run with that. We're going to see how that pans out. All right. All right. Next up to the plate, Annoying Steve.
Annoying Steve. He's not annoying.
She clearly is. And I really hope he does not get that ring.
Girl, that ring is bought. As soon as she says yes at decision day, he is getting down on those long, lanky knees and proposing to her, because then she's gonna be like, "Oh my God, you bought this yourself? Did you make payments?" He's gonna be like, "No, all I did was whip out a card, bitch, or I wrote a check." That's gonna impress her more.
He's gonna sing when he gets down on the knee. He's gonna sing his song "Get Down."
Mm-hmm.
It
That was cute. And the mama,
was, and the mama was,
yeah, she was getting it word for word. I was like, all right,
So proud.
mama. Mm-hmm.
she was
But
like, "This
she's
is a
so
treat."
annoying. Oh my gosh. Like, why did you still have a teddy bear from your childhood?
Yeah.
Because it's his childhood room, fool.
Why
Right.
you
And your
pop like
baby agrees.
you? I was there. So last week's episode, I appreciate that Steve was not letting that social media topic go, because he kind of, when the opportunity presented itself again, he basically eloquently said, I'm not trying to stifle you or hold you back, but I want you to take in consideration things that you're putting out there. Because when she was saying, when they were, I think they were going somewhere, and she's like, oh yeah, I posted that I had to say goodbye to sushi, and someone was like, what was happening? And she's like, oh no, because I'm going out of town or whatever. And so he used that as an example of, see how things could go one way if you post certain things. So I was like, all right, Steve, I'm glad you're not letting that go, and you're asserting, the right things and giving some examples. But I was really, really shocked. I wonder how many of us were when Dr. Pepper admitted that she lives separately from her husband.
Yeah, I was shocked by that.
16 years.
Yeah.
I was like, that gives me some hope. I can still get married and have my space.
Yeah. It looks like Steve is supportive of it now too, or he's just kind of just getting on the boat and just going for the ride on it. But I think it's when you marry a stranger at first sight, maybe it will work because they're still technically kind of dating, but they're legally, committed to each other. But they're still dating and they can work things out. But I just think it's really dangerous when you're that young and you're going to have a family living separately.
I don't think he's on board. I think he's shaking his head yes and smiling to get along. Okay, like in his head, okay, really? Okay, I grew up in a household where my parents were in the same house, okay, in the same room, in the same bed. Really? I don't think he's going to compromise. And I really hope that he doesn't. Because I'm still pissed at the fact that you still sitting here talking about you want to live apart.
I think that if they do start that way, it's by the time they get kids, he's going to put his foot down, because he does put his foot down and he is very firm with her. I think that that will change before any kids come along. And she's talking about she wants kids within the next year and a half, and they both agreed on that. And I think that he will stand firmly and be like, I'm not doing this unless, you're not going to even be pregnant without me, because I need to see the growth every day, like you have the growth every day. I don't want to be seeing you on the weekends and stuff like that. I think he's going to be very, foot forward. And I think that her family will probably tell her the same.
Mm.
I bet you they don't know about this stay apart stuff.
Well, I mean, if her only source of reinforcement is Sriracha, she probably doesn't see anything wrong with it. And her friend, oh my God, if y'all giggle one more time, please stop. Please stop. Oh my God. They were, oh God, I can't.
I think that was my blackout moment.
Yeah.
For real.
I'm
I
like,
feel like anytime annoying is not with Steve and she's with her friends, I kind of block her out because I just find she's just really one-sided. And I get it. When you talk to your friends about things, you are pretty much giving it from your side and your perspective, but she's not giving him any credit or any grace or anything. And it hurts my heart because Steve is a really good guy. You know, it was very ironic, and I think I saw it on, or maybe I heard it on another discussion. But it's ironic how she's meeting with her friend and venting and complaining about her marriage, and then he's meeting with a friend and picking out a ring for her. He's doing things that he can to make her happy, and she's just talking bad about him, and that's happened multiple
times when she's talking to her friends. Yep, I hate that. Like,
Yeah.
don't badmouth your man, because again, we said this before in episodes past. Okay, I'm coming to you guys venting about everything that's wrong with my man. Okay, things are bad today, but things gonna be great an hour from now. And then we all come together. You gonna be looking at him like, there he go, giving her the blues every now and again. But all the while, we done made up and things have moved on. But you guys are still stuck in the mindset like things are all bad. So you got to be mindful of who it is that you're talking to. And are these women married too? Because I'm not going to go to my single friends talking about something that you know nothing about. I don't get it.
What the whole thing where she was like talking nasally about. So I don't know what all that goes into about the whole his job and sales, the sales engineer and
I didn't even know what he does.
But he had me on the floor. He was just like, "Do you know what I do?" I was like, "Break it down, Steve. Put it in place. Yes, come on, Steve." But it still wasn't
I had to
enough.
do a lot of hard work to get here, to get to what I did. Right. I didn't just wake up and say, "Let's do this." Yeah. She's like, "Oh, my God."
The vocal fry.
Hello, Kitty. I was rolling. Now that you guys are saying the same thing about, like, okay, all she does is bash him, and he thinks of ways to incorporate her, think about her when they asked about what would you have done differently. And that fool said, "I would have ate the noodles." I passed out.
Yeah.
I would have eaten the noodles.
That was
I
funny.
was like, "Say it, Steve, say it." Like, fuck all that. Like, that's too much.
Steve has been a student to the institution of marriage, okay? He has studied what it takes to be married, whether it be his parents or his brothers and sister. Because I haven't seen any real faults in the way that Steve moves. Like you said, Laura, he's a stand-up guy. He's a cool guy. And you with this man 24/7 and you can't see that? Girl,
and she will when he's not with her, right? For 24/7 when she's gone.
Send him my way. I'll cook for you, boo. I'll make sure the noodles is straight. Goldie is no sushi, but we could change his name. He could be sushi. I'll wear leopard print. Come on.
Cut it out. No, he needs a new name. Don't name that baby sushi. Leave it Goldie. He needs a new name because it's a change.
I'll appreciate you, honey. Show me that money with your face on it, okay? Because that's what you're rolling with.
For real.
Let's be clear. And he wanted to say, "Girl, do you not know how many zeros are behind my name?" Okay.
All I hear is Lisa's daddy from Coming to America. "Baby, when I said that the boy got his own money, the boy got his own money."
Right.
I'd be happy if somebody walk my dog and take my dog out for me. Sure. What you want? Oh, I'm making the noodles. while you walk her. Good. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. And I just don't give completely into the idea of when she said, well, I'm a hustler. I mean, we all are to a degree. There's different facets of being a hustler, quote unquote. But again, it's clear Steve has something going on for himself. You don't necessarily have to be busting your behind working a 9 to 5. If you've established yourself well, the money could be working for you, and clearly it's working for him. Okay,
She hustling backwards.
He gives me the vibes that he's got the entrepreneurial spirit because he has all these ideas of things, and that's why he wants to do, things. What's the word I'm looking for? Pro bono or not pro bono?
The freelance.
The freelance. That's what I was looking
She
for.
would die.
Sorry,
She would die. She is not the entrepreneurial wife at all.
No.
And she doesn't look like she hustles. She looks like she wants to just be very lazy, and she might be lazy because he's always saying that he cooks and cleans and takes care of everything because I don't think she's doing it. But
like Brown say, she's nasty.
Yeah. He needs somebody that is on his level and that is going to challenge him, and they're going to continue to just challenge each other and grow. I don't see her doing that. I think she's already trying to hold him back. She wants to put him back into a schedule that he doesn't want. He said that he worked really hard working the hours that he did. And then freelance is appealing to him because he makes his own schedule, his own hours, and does what he wants to do that he's passionate about. And she's like, well, she has that whole spirit of, well, that's not going to cut it. So let's go ahead and put you back where you're miserable. You don't want to be with somebody that's like that.
And she's not even encouraging.
No.
Another one, yet another.
He'll eventually leave her, and he's going to take the tie off. Hopefully he does it before they have a kid, because then he's a stand-up guy. He'll be there. But his mom is going to be like, babe, bring the baby over here. It's okay. Go take another 4 months off and just chill. Right.
I honestly feel as though he's going to say no.
Oh,
I do. I think he's going to give us that sticker shock, and he's going to be like, you know what? I really care about you, and I don't think I could do this. I can't live apart. I honestly feel as though he's going to say no.
And then by the reunion, they'll be back together?
No. I'm thinking
she'll be there moved in.
Yes, and then by the reunion, they're going to be split up.
Yeah, I can see that too.
At, Lauren.
I can see that too.
Everybody said yes for them.
Including me?
Yeah.
Oh, that was my disability talking. Okay, so
all right. Yes,
speaking of gender roles, I want Elijah to go suck a dick. Okay.
Oh my God.
I'm so sick of him. I'm so sick. Just no accountability, huh? This is what you do, and she has no life skills, and this mofo, oh my God, he hit a nerve. When I tell you he tapped on that last night for me, because I've been in that position when he said, I am done with school and I don't want to hear anything else about school from anybody else. That struck a nerve, because I was with someone when I first decided to go back to school. And when I tell you he hated the fact that I was going back to school, because he felt as though, my situation, he felt as though I was trying to better myself to leave him behind.
Which is called what? Insecurity.
Right. And so that's when I had my aha moment, like, oh no, I can't do this. You can't even be happy for me. I'm not asking anything of you. I'm not asking you to write no report. By the way, she's only getting her AA. Okay.
Yeah, he said that too. And I was like, okay. Well, I guess in that business administration is she going, because that's all you need to get into nursing school.
Okay.
Yeah, well, she also shared last week that her mom was diagnosed with breast cancer and went through some stuff. So maybe, her plan was a little delayed. You just gotta, it's all in timing. I tried to go to college straight out of high school, and it just wasn't for me. But then when I realized some of the restrictions running into in the corporate America world, I went back to college and worked really hard through it. So maybe she did the same thing.
Yeah,
Gotta be a
absolutely.
little more. You just gotta be a little bit more empathetic, Elijah Wan.
Oh God,
Mhm.
I'm sick of him.
But I did like that he talked to Lindsey, and I did like that Lindsey was actually on Katina's side. He's getting me like the selfishness and the me. I can travel right now, but she can't right now. Am I going to want to do that, or am I going to want to keep traveling? That's the same thing as if you could get off work and if she can't get off work.
Mm-hmm.
So that has nothing to do with you. And then I have doubts that she's going to be able to go to school, be a wife, be a mother. I don't have, dude. So you don't have none of the concerns for yourself, but you steady talking down and all emotional and bravado. And then he lets us know that that's the same thing that happened with his ex or whatever. She wasn't ready when he was ready. It's all about him. He's on my entire nervous system. Like for real.
This is the most selfish bunch in a long time.
Hmm.
Yeah, I feel like I can't I can't decide. I'm really annoyed with the whole overproducing, but that's what makes the show, right? It's what gives us something to talk about. But I kind of miss some of the old way of how the show flows. But so I kind of have like a love-hate relationship with this season because the
No,
producers they're producing, right? They're producing these characters and giving us whiplash because
that's
sometimes
exactly
we
what
have
they
it
are,
figured
characters.
out
Mm-hmm.
and then something changes and you're like, oh, they're actually getting along, or they may stay together, or there's something there, and then something else happens, and it just keeps you on your toes this season, right? Because
Hmm.
it's always up and down for this cast.
Like Lindsay said, ebbs and flows.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
His little speech at the end while she packing her clothes got on my nerves to do its best for you, because I'm gonna do its best for Elijah on. So you do its best for Katina. So then when she says, well, I'm not gonna pick you or whatever, and he says, I say yes to you. Well, what's best for me is Katina. Boy, bye. But I will say, when they hand him that tissue and stuff in the commercial and he's crying, they try to switch it away real fast, but I see Katina's hand go on his shoulder and kind of tap him. So I'm like, oh God, they saying yes. Because if you just told me no, I don't think she's going to like touch him or he's gonna allow her to touch. Just off of me, just back away. I don't know. I
Well, I
just
think we already got kind of a clue that they might still be together because if you
of the
look at
tattoo.
of the tattoo, he still
Hmm.
doesn't have it all the way up in here yet. And this
Yeah,
is
but that could
what
just mean they
this
had to
day.
do reshoots.
Yeah. When they were at the football field, I do appreciate what Katina said. I kind of wish I had wrote that one down too, because when they were all kind of saying goodbye and doing cheers or whatever, how
Hmm.
she articulated the whole experience, I
Hmm.
thought that was it was really well spoken.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She's like,
Especially for her.
she's like, take time to heal and learn the lesson and receive blessing or whatever. I thought that was really profound.
Mm-hmm.
And
Proud
also, I can kind of
content.
see where Elijah Wan is coming from too about wanting someone at his level because I've experienced that before where I'm ready to like go do something. I want to go travel. I have time off, and a person didn't have time off. And
Hmm.
it's frustrating because then you are kind of getting held back.
Hmm.
So I can kind of respect where he's coming from. But again, coming from him, his delivery is always off
Hmm.
on certain things. So
But
anyway.
how much further along is he? You got a house.
Yeah.
And he's not going to school.
That's
He
it.
can, right. But I guess
Well,
that's a
he's got
lot
a house
because
I think he
they
paid
both
money
want
for.
kids, right? Yeah, they both want kids, right? In what, 2 years?
Yeah.
I could understand that this man was working, had his own Fortune 500 company. You have a house and a degree. I mean, look, that's no small kibble. That's a great accomplishment. But you're not that far off, boo boo. She could be there overnight. You don't know what she got, how much money she's sitting on
She ain't
since
sitting
she's
on no
staying at
money.
home. No,
She
stop
ain't
it.
sitting on no money. She's
She
not.
could be. She
She is
worked for
not
the
sitting
state.
on. You, oh, right. She ain't sitting on no money.
Oh,
Not like
God.
that, but not like that, but no, she's not. And she's another voice that gets on my nerves too. That baby voice with the when he what was that, the flowers or something, whatever. I don't know. I don't even know what it was. She irritates me, and she's so thin. She done lost weight in the process, honey, because this last little dress
You're
she had
so
on.
silly.
That last little dress she had on, she looked like a little boy in that top. She
The
did at
green
first.
one.
At least she had little
At
bumps
least
and
it was a
stuff.
dress.
Right, right, not a shirt. Ooh, pumps and a bump she didn't have before, and the little other ones or whatever. Girl, this is going straight down. It don't even got no little speed bumps or nothing. And then she got the little piece of booty in the back. It's just she just hair and legs. She's so lanky. And then when she like, girl,
Oh my
I'm
God.
just tired of all of
Y'all
them.
are so wrong. Stop talking about the
something
girl.
something very similar about what you just said, though, that kind of fits with this was last week's episode. Katina called an alpaca a sheep.
Oh my God. What
Mm-hmm.
was it? What was it? A llama? Is it a llama? What was it? Knew she was running. Why she was looking like a little commercial? The
Yeah.
hills are alive with the sound of music.
Oh my gosh, I can't. Why
I
were they
need
running
them
with
to
them though?
That's what I'm saying. I need them to calm down. They was
And
on
he
my
running on the
nerve.
side, holding her jacket. Like, what is this? Okay.
Actually, it was Griswold, huh?
Yeah.
Griswold. Oh my God, that was horrible. But anyway, yeah, I think we just picking fun at them by now because everybody's just like, "What are y'all gonna do?" I'm so tired, and I'm so tired of. I be doing my little. Y'all can't see me, America, but I'm doing my Katina impression by just playing with my hair. I need her to get some braids back because I'm tired of her and that damn wiglet. I'm so tired of her playing with that wiggly. She be on my nerves, mess with them bundles. They go get tangled, girl, and just calm down.
Oh, I don't
I
know.
know. We had them everybody. Oh no, no. You and Miss Lori said yes. The Brown
I
said no.
said yes.
I said hell no. Ain't that funny? I had a yes as an asterisk, but when we had to change and give final decision day, so I might be wrong on that one. But me and the Brown said no, and both of y'all said yes.
Again, my disability kicked in at that time.
Yeah,
I
because
can't.
you had no at first.
Oh, damn, I did. Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Anything could happen. Oh, Lordy Jesus be
Mm-hmm.
Mark and Lindsey.
Oh my
Don't know
goodness.
about you guys, but I could have done without that first 10 minutes about, testing his
His
semen and stuff.
dehydrated sperm.
Yeah. I don't think we needed that clip, but
Told
okay.
you. This was just trash day. This
I
was the bottom
don't
of the editing.
I don't like how the pot is calling the kettle black, talking about he's so dehydrated.
Yet he hasn't had to go to the hospital yet for his dehydration. And he is
Okay.
is just from not drinking water, not from drinking everything but water.
Right. Oh, Lindsay. Lindsay, talk about I don't know if it's Mark because he just has a lot on his plate and he just feels overwhelmed. Yes. Yes, that's exactly what it is. And you putting about 20,000 more pounds onto it because you're a lot. A lot.
Then your slick comments ain't so slick. I'm gonna miss Rocky the most because when I try to hug him, he hugs me back. And because when I try to this, he does this back. And when I go to him, he go, you could have just said I'm gonna miss Rocky the most and leave that as like a little joke. And when he said, "Oh, you are," I'd be like, no, I'm just playing. But you just had to elaborate. So
She
then
doesn't understand enough is enough. She don't know how to read the
exactly.
room.
Exactly. So then when he was like looking like his eyes got back like mock, then you really like, oh, okay. So now he really like, all right. So anyway, next. But I do kind of feel her. Well, I do feel her on how she was at the house, at the apartment, that she didn't want to live there. But again, read the room, Lovey, because he was like, do you see how, this might be okay for us or something? Give me $500 on the weekend because I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna change. I was like, girl.
Just rude. Like this is the house that he grew up in.
He already told you he didn't have good experiences for it. So for him to have a good thought about it, could you just like let that just simmer and not try to change? And then he even got nice and was like, I would change some stuff, but I don't want to change like everything. I'm not living in your mom's and your grandmom's memories and making. Okay, that was another conversation for another time, Lindsay.
Yeah, he's slow to change. You've got to ease in, and she's just full speed.
But she understands that. She said it. She was like, he doesn't like change very much. And, I understand how it works, but man, everything is a but with her. Like, oh God. Lindsey, go
Yeah,
home. Go home, Roger.
right.
I'm
And I
over her.
over her and that light with her light pretty hair, them dark eyelashes is getting to me. I don't know what it is. I need her to do like some brown or something. It's overpowering. It's making her look like a little witch, and you can tell when she need a feel because they're so dark.
Well, her face isn't done, so it just amplifies the lashes
Right.
so much
Whomever
more.
is her lash technician should not be putting black on her, unless that's mascara that she's putting on. Which again, she needs to go to Mac and get her face done. That's
Does
not working for me.
does she and Marilla go to the same spot?
Cause remember I talked about mirrorless too.
You talked about Marilla's eyelashes the whole damn season.
They're too dark, so they heavy on your face. It takes away. It doesn't add. It just makes me look at your lashes the whole time you talk. That's all. And then it look like your eyes closed every time you're ugh. But anyway, I don't know, Lindsay. I put no. Lovey put no. Miss Lori put no, and the Brown said yes.
I'm tired of Mark always talking about what he can do to try to make things better. Again, he's another Michael. Like he's always trying to appease to her. But yet she's not giving anything. I'm over all these heifers. That's
She
it.
does give. She just gives. I don't want to
But
say incorrectly. I want to say she gives, but then she
Reminds.
blames. Yes, yes. She gives and then she reminds. And then she
mm-mm.
does it. And the only time she gave him a kudo was what? Look at this. My husband is working. He is burning up. Look at all those in the corner. That was the only time in this whole 8 weeks she didn't give that boy some props. I was
Right.
glad
That's what I
Elijah
mean.
Wan.
That's what
Yeah,
I
I was
mean.
glad
Like she
Elijah
hasn't
Wan
come
told
back.
her.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying I was glad Elijah Wan told her, well, why does he go to you guys before me? And he was like, because he has to get it together with you because go off on him. And she was like, he kept saying, what was that word? He kept saying something, something, and I kept saying it's the wrong word. And Elijah Wan was like, see, you're not even listening to what he's saying. You corrected him on the word. So now he's gonna stop talking to you.
That's funny that they're giving each other advice. I can't. But
Yeah.
you can't take your own advice. I
Oh, I
don't get
do.
it.
That happens to me.
That happens to you. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna need you to do better in your life, honey.
So
Yeah, it
let's
does.
just take a moment though for Mark, because I feel for him. This is a tough process, accelerated process. He's slow for change, and he has gone through so much this season and has still been, somewhat. He's been a decent guy. I'm thinking he's the second decent guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because first it was he got evicted, then he lost his job. Now
Mm-hmm.
he's lost his pet.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's putting his mom in assisted living and cleaning out his childhood home.
Mm-hmm.
And he's getting embarrassed on national TV, about like the
Weekly.
job, his lovemaking skills, his dehydration levels. I'm like, I'm on behalf of who I can speak for, Mark. I apologize, and I feel like you had a tough season, and kudos for handling it like you did. That's all I gotta say about that.
The sperm was a lot.
Mm-hmm.
The
In the
sperm,
first 10
and why are we
minutes.
well, why are we testing you? Where's your test, Lindsay? Because how we know everything is peaches and cream with your ass?
Right?
Complaining is a disease, and that causes tumors. That the tumors can be anywhere. It could be in your uterus, ma'am. You need to get checked too.
Oh,
And I need to figure out what's gonna make you happy if I decide to have a baby with you. Because I'll be damned if I have a complaining, whining ass baby. Because babies feel on that. You know how old wives tell used to say, "Just don't be crying your whole pregnancy. Your baby gonna be crying. Don't be complaining and nagging your old because your baby gonna be like that, or your baby come out looking all old and scrunched up by the face. That poor baby don't stand a chance. It's either gonna have marked eyes or it's gonna have Lindsay scowl. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
the fact that they are even talking about children when they know that they are not in a solid place. Pump your damn brakes. And I
Well, she
wish he
says
would
she's
have
older.
said
She
that.
wants to know, right? No, because that would have pissed her off when he said she's a lot. But it is some growth because what did he give her for their last little dinner before she shit on it?
Sushi.
Sushi. Made me
Hmm.
want sushi. I ordered some. I'm going to pick it up when we finish this.
Oh, Lindsay, go home. Just go home. I want this season to be over. Are we almost there? We almost there?
Two
Are
more
we
episodes.
are we there yet?
Right.
Oh,
Well,
It might be four
that's it.
episodes, right? Next week is the predictions from previous casts.
Right.
Then it's decision day.
Right.
Then it's reunion, maybe 2-part reunion. Who knows? Maybe,
Oh,
hopefully, 1 part.
wow.
So it could be 3 to 4 episodes left.
Oh, wow. You're right. So we're waiting for the reunion to talk because that's it. That's everybody.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on how juicy decision day goes. We might be back for that.
Okay.
We might be back for that. We'll see. It just I need some content. I mean, this week's episode was a lot better than last week's. Last week's was a
Mhm.
snooze fest.
Mhm.
And I'm mad that they took the after party away. Like
Yeah.
Too soon. I thought
too
because when they
soon.
took her away, I thought that meant decision day was coming.
Yeah, yeah.
They took her away too soon. And we better see Keisha next season for San Diego.
I hope so.
And San Diego better be better than Boston.
Oh my God. Come on, California. Come on, California. But also you had to go, Miss Lori. They keep getting younger and younger.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
need
don't know.
some
Some of
I
this
need
was,
some Australia content, man. I don't like you, and I don't like you, and I don't. Who's next? I need some Australia content. Woo!
Mm-mm. Any last words?
we're at the finish line. I'm hoping we get some surprises, some juicy surprises and juicy bombs that we can talk about. But that may come at the reunion. So, but yeah, that's all I have.
Okay. All
I
right,
see
Liva.
Steve.
Anything
I,
else?
I see Steve getting on his lanky knee at the decision day,
Lord, if you
giving Noy. I hope Noy gets. Never mind. That was gonna be so rude. But I can tell. I'm just gonna say, as a person who has been around or is around people who wear makeup a lot, she's getting stressed because her face is breaking out more,
yeah,
and
her
that
skin
and
was
that
really
makeup
bad.
that makeup is not hiding it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, she's
Not at all.
stressed out at all. Like I could
Mm-mm.
see the divots. I was like, oh, shady cameraman. Who was who was doing it in the beginning? Cause y'all need to come back. Now y'all just don't like the noise, so you don't even give a shit what kind of light y'all putting her in. You like, let's just film her ass, and we don't want to do no reshoots on her. Let's just film her ass and let's go. So they just got her. They just propping up the damn camera at this point on her, and
She
then
looks
doing all little angles on Steve. And
she looks good in her confessional. I was like, oh, okay, her skin looks better there. But yeah, when they were at dinner, and I was like, good God,
ooh,
girl, you need some
mhm,
proactive, some
looking like.
something. Hmm. And on that note, we are done. Oh, thank you everyone for checking in with us yet another week. We won't be back next week, but we'll be back the following week when we actually have something to chomp our bits on. We will have all of the gang here. Yeah. Keep checking us out right here on YouTube, as well as Pop Break TV and popbreak.com, and all of the social media platforms under Live, Laugh, and Lovey. Lori, Iva, thank you, ladies.
Bye.